Alex,
Yeah.
Danielsson.
Hello.
You want to do this in English, right?
Whatever floats your boat, mate.
My boat will float in English, probably our viewers as well. Can you tell us a little bit of where you are, who you are, and why we are talking with each other?
Sure. My name is Alex Danielsson. I'm the driver of the Revline Porsche 968 GT1, and we're here at the Nürburgring. And I'm trying to find some headphones or something because it's so loud here.
Yeah, no problem. We'll try and talk anyway. We're curious because today is the European Time Attack Championship.
Yes.
So we wanted to see what the different teams are doing. And one of the early news we got is, unfortunately, your team, one of the top teams, the only team from Sweden that's been to World Time Attack, has officially declared a DNF. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. We were entered to do the German and European Time Attack for all the way to the finals. We're only allowed to be in one final. So we were doing this morning the warm up of the German Championship and the English European. And in the German, we went out to test the car, and it was fine. We did 2 laps, and at that stage, we were also the fastest. And then we did some adjustments and went from the base boost to go up 0.2, and then which is still like nothing. And it turned out we have an engine issue.
Engine issue. Okay.
So yeah, there was a gasket that let go from the, what's it called now?
The head, the block?
The top of the engine anyway, and
The head, yeah.
basically end of the straight, big fireball under the hood,
Oh,
and there's some internal damage, which means we can't continue, which is a shame because it was really, yeah, I think we had a really good chance.
tell us a little bit, since World Time Attack, to let people catch up a bit. You went down to Australia in 2019, if I recall the correct year, and you did really well there. So tell us, why are we even focusing so much on this one Swedish team?
Well, I mean, it's just a Burström speed car, obviously, and that's the name of that team is Revline, and he built the car with the purpose of going to the World Time Attack. And in 2019 we went, and we had a lap time of 1:25.6, I believe. And that was the fastest lap anyone done on their first visit. So that was good news. And even back then we had massive engine problems, and it's been haunting us a little bit.
Well,
But we can also speak to Gustaf about it.
yeah, I just wanted to ask you a bit more generally. Maybe I can ask Gustaf the tech questions. How has it been down at the Nürburgring? It seems, I think I read somewhere there was over 130 participants, which is an amazing number. What's the atmosphere like down there?
Really good. There's a lot of people in the paddock area being just have bought tickets and want to see the racing. And there's also a drift show, or it's really a race, and they're doing that. Sorry, I have my daughter with me, and she just, I don't know, she's breaking up.
Yeah,
here.
she loves interviews. Maybe we can interview her later.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere is really nice. It's been a bit of a damper with the weather because it's been like that sort of spray rain and just constantly wet. saying that, it's been drying up a little bit, so it might be a good afternoon. But so far, it's been great atmosphere, but terrible weather.
Oh, that's good that we get the weather report here, because we're all anxious to see you. Team Scandinavia had 10 drivers, and it's not like any everyday cars either. We have like the Finns, we have Viborg there with some cars, and then the really fast Skälhammar family. We have a former European champion there, Tommy Gråberg with the Viper. So yeah, it's a really nice turnout. Maybe you can tell us a bit about Team Scandinavia and what you've seen so far.
Well, I know Tommy has been going really well.
Well, he's a rain master as well, so.
Yeah. I mean, he was testing for 2 days at the Nordschleife before today, and before that they were testing as well. He was, as I said, we had the fastest time actually in the warm up for the German, and they are in the group ahead of us with their car. And they one, I think it was them, which was the fastest overall of everybody. And when our engine let go, we were looking at 25 minus
2:15.
150
in semi-wet conditions.
Right. So,
Full wet.
I have full wet, actually. Yeah, and I think, I mean, we're out, so we can't do anymore. But Tommy should be one to look out for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm very sorry to hear about your progress. Maybe we can speak a bit with Gustaf about the technical issues, because there's always going to be a lot of questions when there are ambitious teams pushing the limits on really what went wrong and what the future holds. Hi, Gustaf.
Hi, I'm just in the middle of a pizza here.
Nice. You deserve it, mate. Sorry about your bad luck.
Yeah, thank you. It's yeah, I mean, it's really sorry. I mean, it's great to be here. It's pretty amazing having the car at this iconic track. So it's in it. These type of extreme time attack cars. It's more about maybe this one of the organizers, and he actually told me that they have some problems with their like local Bilsportförbund. And
That's really?
Yeah, so it's difficult for them to get those type of cars, extreme cars, approved for circuits. But I'm super happy that they are able to organize at least one event a year. This is the European Time Attack Masters, where we can put these type of extreme cars on track. And yeah, we're really looking forward to giving it a go today. Alex did a superb job in the wet. We had a really good lap times. And I think, yeah, regardless if it would have been a wet or dry in the end, I think we would have a very good shot of doing a very good lap time. So it's, of course, super sad to see that the engine broke. I think it's, with these type of extreme things, when you push above certain limits, the amount of issues you get is more like exponential curve. So if you're at a certain amount of horsepower, push it to one level, when you take 2 steps up, it's like you don't go from one problem to 10 problems, not from 1 to 2 problems. So yeah, I think that's what we're seeing, and we've been learning a lot, finding different things, but it still seems we haven't found the right formula to have a reliable engine at this power level.
Yeah, you went from the old Porsche engine, which you had probably done everything you can and can't do with, and you changed to a Honda platform. Can you just give us a basic summary of that, and where you have where you are at right now? Because I feel that after the last test we did at Mantorp, you were fairly confident with that the concept was finally going to get a sort of wrapped up, and maybe you had, if I'm not mistaken, issues with getting the software and programming with the gearbox and the sequential gearbox to work.
No, not the shifting through the Emtron has been very good, and that's been working actually. That's one of the benefits with this engine and the mapping with the Emtron is that for the first time since 10 years, the shifting is actually super good. But we think that it has been a combination with the strategy when you reduce engine power. Uh, you can use ignition and you can use fuel cuts. And I think it was a combination of that created like a lean scenario during shifting that we thought we had solved today. But it might be that some of the settings are just too extreme, or if something that happens because we run it on the dyno quite a lot and everything's working very well there. But at the same time, with these high downforce cars, there's a lot of vibrations at the track. So you can have some strange issues during track that you don't see stationary on a dyno. So we need to dig deeper into that. But yeah, it looks like the billet block is fine, and but we seems to have an issue with our piston and the cylinder. So
All
we
right.
need to find the cause. Not sure yet.
So you will have to get back on the horse, right? Because you're not going to abandon the concept, and it feels like that you're kind of pioneers with these fairly recognized and reliable Honda engine platform. But you are pioneers when it comes to track driving, right?
Yeah, I think track driving with this power level. I mean, if we were to go around with 600 horsepower, it would probably not be an issue at all. But I think it's a combination because, as you say, there's very popular engines, but that's mostly in drag racing or street racing, where you do like 7 or 8 seconds of full throttle. So I think it's quite kind of unique trying to push this much power on the track with a high downforce cars with limited cooling, etc. So it's you don't really have 10 other people to speak with that has done the same thing. So it's can be difficult.
Yeah, well, I hope you have a community behind you that support your cause, because certainly in Time Attack, the community has 100% support you for, I guess it's a decade now of doing nutty things that you have been up to. Sort of putting this on a positive note, it must have been a bit of a bucket list item for you to still attend in a European Championship. So how do you feel about that, being Mr. World Time Attack and being in Australia at the world's biggest time attack event? How do you think the future can look for the European equivalent of it?
Yeah, I think it's super positive. I mean, there's a lot of interest for time attack in Europe, and there's a lot of fast teams in different regions in Europe as well. So I think creating an event like this when inviting people from all of Europe, I think that's has a great future. And I think the more people, it can be like a snowball effect. It seems to have a good attendance this year with lots of cars being here, and hopefully that will make other teams next year also want to join in. So hopefully it can continue to grow and be a good thing for European time attack.
It sounds excellent, Gustaf. Again, we're really sorry for your negative progress now again, but I guess it's a part of the extreme lifestyle that you picked by doing all these things. But who would you like to thank so far before we wrap this little live feed up and let you finish your pizza?
It's difficult to name a few. I mean, big thanks to all the supporters that have been messaging and sending their support. Big thanks to Alex, of course, Edwin and Autogruppen, and everyone who's been supporting us.
All right. Please don't give up, and I hope to see you come back strong next season. Maybe we'll see you again. We're going to keep the live feed up. We're going to have a live feed coming here from like 40 minutes. We're going to do the qualifying sessions for European Time Attack. So maybe you can just really enjoy yourself and soak in the atmosphere. You're a real big hero to the entire community. So thanks for doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Mikael. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.